Hey guys, what's going on? Back with another video, and today we're going to be modifying a 2016 Camaro SS. I figured it would be sort of funny to park it right here in front of the Ford sign, and there's actually quite a fair bit of modifications that you can do with this car. Of course, it's got the custom exhaust. Now, it doesn't have a specific exhaust sound, like it's not an LS2 or 3, or I think Camaros have, what is it, like an LT1 or an LT4? Apparently it's just a race LS engine, so whatever that is, they all kind of sound the same, not entirely. But I'll let you hear it, then we'll get to modifying it. Just go up the street and back. We'll start here, right on this strip. I like it. I like the sound of it. A lot of times people, developers maybe, I don't know, misinterpret the sound of muscle cars, and they always sound very blunt and boring and muted, and it's just like a really loud rumble. And you tell yourself, there kind of seems like there's something missing there. That doesn't really sound like the muscle car I know. Until you hear an actual LS engine, and you're like, oh, they're not high revving, but they're very shrill. They're very shrill. So let's get to modifying this and see what kind of thing we can come up with. And I think I know what color I'm going to pick. Do I pronounce that wrong? Color. I feel like I say it with an A. Anyway, let's do the full engine upgrade. V12 supercharged. I don't know what that is. The 427... I don't know why that would be under V12. The 427, I think, is actually the LS7. I could be wrong, but we'll do a V8 supercharged, which will actually be V8 turbo, because we can't do supercharged. There's no difference. And what kind of... See, that looks too much like a tool you'd find at Ace Hardware, or whatever hardware store you have, and just stuck it to your car. So I'm going to do that one, the nice metallic engine struts. The interior, this is pretty damn cool. The flames, man, that is so cheap. That is so Pep Boy-esque. But it is funny. It is kind of funny to do that, I won't lie. So for the sake of modification, I will go with I don't know, bully? Why the hell not? Ornaments, what do we have here? Oh, cool, a little logo. First off, wait, is that... I don't know. I'll figure out something that'll look nice, but the bow tie, that looks very cheap, you can see. I don't think a lot of them look that good. Let's just do the mesh Camaro logo. Maybe something you'd see at like a splash screen or startup of the car. Now the racing seats, are these actually racing seats? Wow, look at that, brand new car, worn out leather. We'll just do the racing seats on the steering wheel. Absolutely, the Z28 steering wheel. It just looks too large and I don't know, a little monstrosity looking. So we'll just do that, the Z28 steering wheel. What is the right wing? What does that mean? Okay, yeah, we can make this a little bit wide body. I don't have a problem with that. Paintable wide wings. I guess that constitutes wide body, so we'll just do it. And the louvers. Do we want louvers? If we can do a paintable louver, maybe. We'll come back to that, because I have to look at what the paint will look like. And there's a bunch of crazy, just crazy looking bumpers we can pick, but let's do the Z28. Perfect carbon splitter. I'll do that. The carbon side skirts. And as for the rear, that looks really ugly. I don't know. Again, if it's not an actual race car, that doesn't look good. But so far, everything else looks alright. The wheel type, I know exactly what I'm going to pick. I've used them a ton of times before. But it will be, here we are, right there. They look great on them. Is there anything else? We can do the brakes. How about exhaust? That looks pretty cool. Those rivets, it's bolted on, but okay, this is going to be controversial, but oh man, center exit doesn't look too terrible. If there were only I don't know, I don't like that yellow, that ugly yellow look, but we can do silent flame bursts. Okay, we can do them. The fenders, yeah, let's absolutely. Now those look better. The stock carbon mirrors a little more square, and the hood, man, Camaro can pull off a ton of great looking hoods, I'll tell you that. How about, I have to do the Z28 hood because I will be adding stripes. I know that's not a popular thing in the car world. People think racing stripes may be a little cheap, but I've always loved them. So as you can see, a bunch of great liveries here. I think that is so funny. The flames, it seems like muscle cars, it doesn't matter how old or how much newer they are, can never escape that stereotype of people driving around with flames on them. So I'm going to do those stripes. Any spoiler? What can we have? That looks really good. I like that. I kind of wish the stripes carried over to the spoiler, but maybe not. And the competition suspension, the turbo, we'll just consider it a supercharger. Am I tinning anything there? Yeah, we'll do light smoke. Okay, now this is the fun part. We are going to pick a color that may be a little controversial, but I've seen it in a bunch of classic old muscle cars and some new cars as well. Where are we at? Right there. I want to say it's something along the lines of British racing green. I like it a lot, really. I just think green on a Camaro looks awesome. They even sell them in that bright neon kind of lime green, but this is just way more classic. Corvettes had it as well, but I don't think that the resale value on many green Corvettes is that high, especially not one, you know, from the 80s or something. So now let's see, do the louvers line up? Now I'm gonna go without the louvers, and we're gonna fix the wheels, and we're gonna take it for a test drive. Here we go. Let's pull it over here. It sounds just like an animal. Okay, so I think that looks alright. Now let's take it for a drive. You are gonna love the sound of this. Man, this exhaust mod really got it right. Honestly, it's one of the reasons why I don't like driving American cars in games, is because in person they sound just... It makes some, you know, European cars sound quiet because of how loud these V8s are. But in games, they're just the most quiet, boring, ugly exhaust notes. Listen to this. Almost hit that. Oh, this is unbelievable. Oh, I thought we were going up the entrance there. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if muscle cars in Grand Theft Auto were actually like this? It's just such a tough looking car, and I like the green a lot. Pretty quick. I assume it tops out maybe around 120-ish or so. We can see because I've left the HUD on, which is good. We can actually see what this thing can reach. Here's your Dodge Challenger at the Bravado Gauntlet. And I know that this has aged a lot. I know that that car is a little bit older than this one. And I get why that's a real muscle car. But this is an actual sports car. Like, these things, Camaros destroy on a track. People don't realize that. They think that this is a car that, like, you drive and you're like, oh no, I'm in a muscle car, or can only turn left. But, the Camaro ZL1 1LE, which is, I guess they tested it with a stick shift. It really wouldn't matter, because the point still stands that it's actually faster around Laguna Seca than a Ferrari 488. And it's by the same driver, because the driver means a lot. So, I mean, that's kind of crazy that a car that got made fun of for being like a mullet mobile is faster on a track than a Ferrari 488. Like, what a world. Hey, there's another one of our American friends. Ooh, almost lost it there. God, this thing sounds excellent. Oh, perfectly. Right down here to the back road, where we normally rip. Turning radius is okay. Not outstanding, but it's okay. But the handling's fine. I mean, it certainly sticks to the road. Isn't it crazy that we don't have a Camaro yet in Grand Theft Auto 5? Isn't that weird to anyone? That, it would be the Classy Vigero. That's what the model would be. But I just think it's so strange that we don't have one yet. Again, Camaro is just the forgotten car, I think, to a lot of people. They like Mustangs more. They like Dodges more. Corvettes more, and I think they're pretty much done producing the Camaro for now. It's a shame because it's one of the few cars. I mean, what else do you have? You have the Corvette, the Viper, maybe the Mustang GT350, but it's one of the very few cars that it's like, hey, I'm American and I absolutely destroy on a track. But I don't know, people just, I guess the stereotype can't leave. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video of the 2016 Camaro SS. I just now noticed that the badge on the side doesn't have, I guess, an alpha channel. So now it looks like it's just... Oh, wait, no, that's just the lighting. Okay. It's literally a sticker. Yeah, but I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm definitely going to do more American cars in the future. Sometimes the hardest part is just finding a sound that really matches what these cars sound like. The European ones are easier because they're higher revving and they just come across a lot better in video games. So yeah, again, I hope you've enjoyed it and I will see you next time.